Ever felt like you're in a boxing ring instead of a loving relationship? Like every conversation is an uphill battle? Number 1. Unearthing the truth behind silent treatment. Ever wondered why silence sometimes feels heavier than words? We're about to unveil the true power of silence and the secret behind its potential in mitigating arguments. Have you ever found yourself in the middle of a heated conversation, words bouncing back and forth like ping-pong balls, and suddenly, it's silent? That's when the silent treatment sets in. But guess what? Silence isn't your enemy. It can be a powerful ally when used correctly. Learn how to use silence to your advantage. Instead of using silence to punish or manipulate, transform it into a peaceful pause, a moment to reflect and gather thoughts. So, the next time an argument brews, hit the pause button. Use that moment of silence to take a deep breath, to listen to your heartbeat, to ground yourself in the moment. It's not about shutting down or walking away but creating a space for understanding and empathy. Remember, sometimes it's in the quietest moments that the loudest solutions are found. You've got this. Silence could be your secret key to unlocking peaceful conversations and an argument-free relationship. Number 2. Harnessing the power of empathy. Ever dreamed of a relationship where understanding comes naturally? Prepare to delve into the magical world of empathy, your key to a healthier, happier relationship. Picture this. Your partner is upset, venting their frustrations, and all you want to do is solve the problem. But hold on. Is that what they really need in that moment? Often, your partner might just need empathy, an understanding heart willing to share their emotional load. You see, empathy is like a bridge connecting two hearts. It's about understanding your partner's feelings as if they were your own. But how do you cultivate this magical skill? Start by actively listening. Hear their words, feel their emotions, see the world from their perspective. Instead of jumping to solutions, say, "I can see you're upset. That must be tough." These simple words can open a window of understanding, melting away the icy walls of argument. When empathy steps in, arguments often step out. Because with understanding, you're already halfway to resolution. Give empathy a try, and watch your relationship blossom. Number 3. The relationship ABC for beginners. New to the world of relationships and its ups and downs? We've got an insider's guide to lay a strong foundation that's argument-proof. Navigating your first serious relationship? It can feel like sailing through a storm, right? But, here's your life raft, the relationship ABCs. Let's begin with A. Authenticity. Stay true to who you are, and appreciate your partner's uniqueness too. Authenticity nurtures respect, the backbone of any lasting relationship. Next, B. For balance. Balance your needs with your partner's. It's like a dance, sometimes leading, sometimes following, creating a harmonious rhythm. Too much to one side, and you risk tipping over. Finally, C. For communication. Not just any communication, but open, honest, and timely conversation. Remember, it's not about winning an argument but understanding your partner's point of view. Applying these ABCs can transform your relationship into a journey of shared growth, where arguments are less about fights and more about understanding and connection. So, get ready to sail smoother waters in your relationship journey with these tips in your toolbox. Number 4. The forgotten art of active listening. We're introducing the lost art of active listening, a novel approach that promises serenity in your love life. Does your mind wander while your partner is talking? Or perhaps you're already formulating your response, waiting for your turn to speak? Try this. Active listening. It's more than just hearing words. It's about being fully present, mentally unpacking the words and emotions behind them. Active listening is like providing your partner a stage where they are the sole performer. They feel seen, heard, and valued. Next time when an argument starts to brew, try this. Instead of preparing your defense, focus completely on understanding your partner's perspective. Respond with simple phrases like, "So, what you're saying is," or, "It sounds like you're feeling," to ensure you're on the same page. You'll be surprised how this simple switch from passive hearing to active listening can transform your arguments into constructive conversations. Try it out, and discover the magic of active listening for yourself. Number 5. Making the most of the present, the now approach. What if the present moment could be your ally in preventing disputes? Get ready for a timely solution leveraging the power of now to revolutionize your relationship. Ever found yourself arguing about something that happened weeks, months, or even years ago? It's like a roller coaster ride into the past, isn't it? But what if you could escape this time-traveling chaos? Welcome to the now approach. Staying in the present moment isn't as complicated as it sounds. It starts by focusing on the issue at hand, not dragging old baggage into the current discussion. When an argument arises, remind yourself, we're here, in the now. Let's address what's happening right this moment. Avoid generalizing with phrases like, you always, or, you never. Instead, address the specific issue, such as, when you did X, I felt Y. By keeping your conversations in the present, you can prevent history from hijacking your arguments. So, take a breath, live in the moment, and watch how the present can gift you an argument-free future. Number 6. The mystery of emotional boundaries. Curious about the invisible line between you and your partner? We're about to uncover the secret realm of emotional boundaries to balance your relationship scales. Emotions, they can be like a secret code in arguments, right? One moment you're discussing whose turn it is to do the dishes, and the next, it's a full-blown argument. But what if you could decode this emotional language? First, recognize that beneath every argument, there's an unexpressed emotion waiting to be understood. Maybe it's not about the dishes at all, but about feeling appreciated. So next time when tempers flare, look beyond the surface issue. Ask yourself, what's the emotion under the iceberg? Cracking this emotional code can lead to deeper understanding and fewer arguments. Remember, beneath every argument lies an opportunity for emotional connection. Number 7. A 30-day challenge to harmony. How about a timeline to reignite your relationship's joy? Let's embark on a 30-day challenge that will guide you to your love goals and end arguments. Feeling the urge to dive into an argument head first? Here's an alternative: the 48-hour rule. It's about taking a pause, allowing time to cool down heated emotions. Simply put, if something is bothering you, give yourself 48 hours before discussing it. This window of time can offer perspective, letting you discern if the issue is a temporary annoyance or a serious problem. After all, not every disagreement deserves to be an argument, right? If after 48 hours, the issue still feels important, bring it up in a calm and composed manner. You'll notice how time has replaced impulsive reactions with rational responses. So, before you leap into your next argument, take a moment. Number 8. Stepping away from the threat of emotional blackmail. Ever noticed how fear of loss or hurt influences your interactions? We'll help identify and move away from emotional blackmail that can make arguments a constant in your relationship. Have you ever noticed how quickly an argument can turn into a blame game? It's like a quicksand trap: the more you struggle, the deeper you sink. But what if there's a way to sidestep this pitfall altogether? It all starts by swapping blame with responsibility. Blame pushes people away, creating walls. On the other hand, taking responsibility invites dialogue, building bridges. So, instead of saying, "You made me feel ignored," shift the narrative to, "I felt ignored when." This simple tweak turns accusations into expressions of feelings, making it easier for your partner to hear you out without feeling attacked. By steering clear of the blame game, you can turn arguments into constructive conversations. Just remember, it's not about who's right, but what's right for your relationship. Can you make that shift? Number 9. The unseen influence of past relationships. Felt your past love still casting a shadow over your present? Prepare to uncover unseen influences of past relationships and break free from their lingering effects. Ever felt like you and your partner are speaking different languages during an argument? You might be onto something there. Enter the concept of love languages. These are unique ways individuals express and interpret love. Words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Misunderstandings often arise when your love languages differ from your partner's. For example, if your love language is quality time, but your partner shows love through acts of service, you might feel neglected despite their best intentions. Understanding your partner's love language means decoding their expression of love and tailoring your responses accordingly. Imagine the harmony when your "I love you" lands exactly as intended. So, dive into the world of love languages, learn to speak your partner's dialect, and watch as the frequency of arguments dwindles. Are you ready to learn a new language of love? Number 10. The ultimate dream. An argument-free relationship. Can you imagine a world with your partner where arguments are a thing of the past? We'll guide you to create your dream relationship, a place where love thrives, and disputes become extinct. How often during an argument do you feel like your partner just doesn't understand you? It's a common sentiment, right? But what if there's a simple solution: empathy? Empathy is about understanding and sharing the feelings of another. It's like temporarily stepping into their shoes to see the world through their eyes. This doesn't mean you have to agree with them, just understand where they're coming from. Next time you find yourself in an argument, try empathizing. Say something like, "I see that you're upset because," and genuinely strive to understand their viewpoint. Empathy, the magical tool to turn disputes into understanding. Ready to give empathy a chance to revolutionize your conversations? Check out this playlist of the top 10 videos on relationship advice for women. And we'll see you in the next video. With love.